Now by Tennessee head coach Kellie Harper, and she'll begin with an opening statement, and then we'll go to questions. Coach?
Yeah, good to see you guys. We are all geared up and ready to head to Nashville for the SEC tournament. Obviously, this is an exciting time of the season. Every team in the country goes into postseason with a renewed energy, a record of 0-0, and looking forward to the prospects of having success in conference tournaments. So we are too. We're excited about taking our team over and look forward to the opportunity in front of us.
Go to Maria for our first question.
Coach, when you play on Friday, you have to scout 3 teams because you're not certain who your opponent will be. How do y'all manage that in terms of divvying that up?
Yeah, so we maintain the same scouting rotations that we had during the season. So whoever had Auburn, Alabama, and Georgia will keep them because they're familiar with them. We will obviously watch the game today. We'll do a little legwork on both of those teams as well as Georgia. And then have some prep going in to the tournament. Thursday night, we'll actually take the team over and watch at least part of the game live so we can see the atmosphere, see the venue, get a feel for what it looks like, what it feels like, and obviously do a little scouting while we're there.
Cora?
The SEC awards came out yesterday, and Jordan Horson made first team. What does that mean to see her still be honored with that after everything that's happened in the season she had?
Well, I think Jordan deserved to be on the first team. And, I know sometimes injuries keep kids off of those lists, and I understand that. But I think she played the majority of the season, and she played really well. Obviously, statistically, stuffed the stat sheets throughout the season. And, she was a dominant performer. I'm really proud of her, and I think it's well-deserved.
Karthik?
Hey, Coach, with the way that the season ended, just in the final seconds against LSU, is the team kind of using that as motivation at all moving forward? Or is it just, you mentioned it in your opening statement, completely clean slate, everyone's 0-0, you kind of toss that one away? How is the team looking at that as they prepare for this next step?
Well, we actually talked about how we actually, I'm trying to think how we say this. So we talked about a lot of coaches go 0-0, and that's fine, new clean slate. However, we said that everything we've done up to this point has built us, that it's prepared us. We had a lot of good. We had some hurdles that we had to get through. And those opportunities hopefully made us a better basketball team going into tournament play. So we actually kind of embraced the journey and how it got us here. I think they're motivated. I really do. I know they were disappointed with how the last game ended for us, and not necessarily just the last 30 seconds, but just the game in general. And I think we'll go over there very motivated, ready to compete. And, in tournament play, you've got to have those things. You have to have a little bit more. You have to have the execution piece as well. But I think they're going to be motivated.
Jimmy?
Kellie, were you surprised at all that Tamar Key was not named the SEC Defensive Player of the Year?
Well, I think, when I look at Tamari, I see someone who alters game plans. I think that's a pretty big statement. She changes the complexion of the game on the defensive end. She's obviously leading the nation in blocks, and it's, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I think she's pretty deserving of about every defensive accolade you could give her.
Kellyanne?
Hey, Coach Harper, how do you help mentally, or you or the team help mentally prepare the younger players, the freshmen, to enter postseason play?
Well, we do some things to try to keep things consistent. So we try to have our routine look the same that it looked all season long. So there's the comfort and familiarity. obviously taking the team over the night before to let them see the venue, watch the game, get a feel. Hopefully that will help. And then do our best just to stay focused on the task at hand. And, one of the things that we talked about was enjoying every single moment, enjoying the bus ride over, enjoying the team meals together, enjoying being on the court together. So, really taking it all in and staying in the moment, not really looking ahead to anything. And, I think that I'm hoping that will also help.
Maria?
Coach, at this point, it's postseason and tip times are what they are. Is your message to the team basically now, you just got to deal with it? You can tip this game at any time. And I know the night times haven't been favorable, but what do you just tell them? You just got to adjust at this point.
Yeah, Maria, what I'm going with, it's a Friday night, not a Thursday night. So I think we're pretty good I'm going to go with, we're good on Fridays. So yeah, we'll look at, we're looking at our days, obviously just trying to find the balance between occupying their day, because obviously Friday is going to be a long day. Thursday is a long day as well. So we're just trying to find the balance between rest and occupying their day and keeping them relaxed, but also focused. So I think, we do have, we played in this time slot last year, so we have a little bit of experience to lean back on.
A quick follow-up too. Obviously, the NCAA made its final, reveal of seeds and had Tennessee at 13, which sets you up to host in Knoxville. Do you think you can sort of shore up or really sort of boost that position with a good showing in Nashville and get that opportunity, which I know you want, to start the NCAA tournament in Knoxville?
Oh, I'd love to play in the tournament in Knoxville. I'd love it for a lot of reasons. One being our fans would be here and be loud, be proud. I think a good showing would obviously help that. That's easier said than done when you're playing the quality teams that you have to play in the SEC tournament. I do think part of that ranking, I think we were rewarded for being in the SEC. I mean, this is a tough league. It's the best league hands down this year. And, there's a lot of competitive games. And I think that shows. I think that was reflected in that final reveal. But obviously it's going to help our cause to continue to go out and perform and show well.
Cora?
You're obviously no stranger to March at this point, and I was curious if you had developed any superstitions or routines that you commit to during tournaments that make you feel a little more at ease, or that things you have to get done.
Yeah, that's a good one. Throughout the years, I think Girl Scout cookies in the room was always one that I liked. So I don't know if they're out yet, but if they are, I'll probably try to find some in Nashville. I love the tournament. I enjoy it. I love the feel of staying up late, getting up early, scrambling, making sure your team is ready. I love that. Love doing that with our staff. And now scram, not the players. Now they can chill and have a good time, but the staff, I love the hustle and bustle of the tournament time, and the competitiveness and figuring out what you've got to do to get your team ready. I've always enjoyed that. I'll probably do a lot of things the same that I've done for near 20 years, talk about packing up. I'm going upstairs here in a bit to pack up my bag, and that's going to, have all my scouting folders, and I'll find the practice plans and just a lot of things that I like to take with me just to have on hand, because you never know what you're going to need.
Jimmy?
Kellie, you talked about embracing the journey. What do you like most about your team right now as you head into the SEC tournament?
Well, I think they're still hungry and they've had great attitudes. They're still working hard, playing for each other. I think they feel good about what we can do. I think, there's going to be great competitiveness from this group when we step out on the court. And like I said, you have to have that. And you have to have a toughness about you. You go to tournament play, you're not going to advance without toughness.
Kellyanne?
A quick follow-up to Cora's question. Can you elaborate on the Girl Scout cookies in the room? And is there a specific kind that you like?
First off, I have the biggest sweet tooth ever, so I do not discriminate against any flavor of Girl Scout cookies. So I think it all started years and years ago when someone brought us some to the tournament, and then I felt like every year I needed to have Girl Scout cookies at the tournament. They're not in the players' rooms; they're just in my room. So I'm going to be the one eating all the Girl Scout cookies. I like the peanut butter ones, the tagalongs. I like the Samoas, and I like the Thin Mints. Those will be my favorite three. But like I said, you can bring the others too. I'll eat those.
Maria?
Coach, Adventurefuls are new and they are fantastic. The Girl Scout cookies are out. You can get them at iwantcookies.org. I've already got boxes coming to my house, so I'm with you on the Girl Scout cookies. They are wonderful. Truffles are awesome too. Don't skip those.
For sure.
I want to ask you about being in Nashville. Obviously, the men's tournament has been signed through, I think, 2035, some ungodly number of years to be in Nashville. So that's going to move the women to various spots. Are you really wanting to send a message to Tennessee fans to get to Nashville this year? Because the tournament is not going to be back in Nashville for a long time.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for our fans to continue to watch this team, to support Tennessee. I'm super excited about going to Nashville. Obviously, we can touch a lot of Tennesseans from this venue. So, talked to a lot of folks. We're fully expecting a pretty solid orange contingency at the game on Friday night, and hopefully we can take advantage of that.
Cora?
Obviously, 2 years ago, postseasons were canceled, and you were in your first year at Tennessee. Kind of reflecting back on that, does it make you, appreciate this time even more as a coach?
Yeah, it does. You never think that that postseason is going to be taken away. And obviously we were able to play the tournament, the conference tournament, but not the NCAA tournament that year. We were very lucky to get it in, to be honest with you, but even towards the end, it started feeling a little worried on in the world. And then last year you had so many protocols. So this actually going to be the closest to normal that we've had. And, we're looking forward to that. And, you do the last 2 years and what's going on, it just makes you appreciate the opportunity that we have to go out and play a game that we love on a huge stage with a lot of eyes on us and in the best league. So we have to be excited about that as an opportunity.
Jimmy?
Kelly, is there any chance that you might be able to get Jordan Horston back for the NCAA tournament? Do you know?
I'm not sure at this point. It is, I'd like to say day to day, but definitely week to week.
Any final questions for Coach Harper? All right. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you. We'll see you over in Nashville.